Never knew a moment could feel so right, could slow down time like this. Everything I needed is in your eyes and in your mind. Maybe it's crazy to fall so soon, give it all to you. Hey, we'll be here for a summer, then we're gone. We'll be here for a sunrise, then we'll fly. How much time do you reckon we have left to say the words unsaid? And how many days would you say that you had spent living out your regrets?
선생님은 좋은데 논예 다리 아파.
아니야.
왜 괜찮아요?
혹시 괜찮아요. 괜찮은.
그럼 그냥 이렇게 갈 거야?
제가 괜찮아요.
아니야. 시간 걸려.
네.
너무 오래 걸려. 그러니까 차를 가지고 이렇게 가자고.
Oh, how much time do you reckon we have left to say the words unsaid? And how many days would you say that we had spent living out our regrets? Da-da-dum, ba-da-dum,
Oh my god. Yeah, it's moving.
여기 와보고 싶었어. 선생님도 찍어줘.
We'll be here for a rainfall and then we're gone. We'll be here for a clear blue sky and then we'll fly.
그러니까. 처음으로 당신은 그를 언제 처음 만났나요? 네, 처음 만났을 때는
As time goes by, I'm a raindrop on the blue coast. As time goes by, I'm a blink
I have officially spent about 6 months here in South Korea, and I want to make a video about I feel like English is getting messed up in my head. I want to make a video about how I feel, my experiences after staying in South Korea for 6 months. It's actually vacation. It's vacation right now, but we still have like these supplementary classes to help us in preparation for topic. And if you don't know what topic is, it's kind of like test of proficiency in Korean exams, which is kind of an exams you have to write to gauge your proficiency in Korean, because like most graduate schools are either like in pure Korean or like Korean and English, and there are like very few programs that are just purely English. So in order to proceed to your graduate program, you have to have a certain level of Korean proficiency. Oh, as I say, this video is about this video is about like sharing my experiences after having lived in South Korea for 6 months. 6 months. You get all. 6 months. This video might be all over the place. Right now, like I said, I just came back from classes and I don't want to stay in my room. Like, I feel like I stay indoors too much. That's probably why I haven't really like uploaded lots of videos to this channel, because I don't really go to places like that. But I'm trying to turn my life around, if you know what I mean. Usually, like if I want to study, I just go to the library or I stay in my room. I don't want to go to the library today. I will go to a coffee shop. And do my work and, you know, just see what's up there.
And while she smiled, empires rose and fell. While she smiled, mountains melted into sand. And while she smiled,
I feel strange today. Like I feel kind of weak. I feel kind of tired. I'm not so sure what's happening. I started watching more K-dramas recently, and fun fact, before coming to Korea I hadn't seen any K-drama, and when people hear that, they're always like, really? I don't know, they're kind of surprised, and I'm not so sure why. But it's almost as if most people came to Korea having an idea of the culture, having an idea of, you know, the country, what to expect. I feel like I came here not knowing anything. Like I just came here, and one of the tips our teachers gave us was watch K-dramas. If you want to improve your Korean language skills, watch K-dramas. And I think that helped me so much. Like watching K-dramas has helped me so much with retaining retaining vocabulary. Like most of the time I'm looking out for words, looking at subtitles, seeing if I got this word right, seeing if I got that word right. Yeah, so I started watching K-dramas. These K-dramas have really good soundtracks. Like nowadays I just like to learn these songs for the sake of learning songs. I just like to learn these songs. There's a guy in this program with me, and he's Ghanaian, and he likes to play the guitar. He plays the guitar really well, and you know, we've taken this up as a hobby. Like we would learn a song and try to cover it together. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Yeah, so I'll see you guys when we're there. Yeah.
as time goes by, I'm a raindrop on a blue coat. As time goes by, as time goes.
I was like trying to be formal. This is an email of introduction.
So then I changed it, that company. That's why I was like, no, I was like, I want to work. I
Good
fast.
luck to them. I wasn't expecting this much sunlight today, but it's okay. It's okay. I like the feel of sunlight on my skin. It gives me this sense of warmth. Like, you guys, it's so cold right now. It's so cold. Like, it's already February. Like, it's the last days of February, and it's still so cold. And every day, like, I'm asking my friends, when does winter end? Like, when do we stop feeling this cold? And everybody's always like, last days of February, first days of March, it's gonna get less cold. But it's almost as if it's getting colder. Like, it's almost as if the weather is getting colder. And to be honest, you guys, to be honest, I don't think I'm a winter person. And I don't know, I doubt there is anyone who is truly a winter person, because like, it gets so cold to the extent my head aches sometimes. And maybe it's because I'm not used to the cold. Like, I come from a very hot country. Nigeria is usually hot most of the time, maybe except during Hamatan, but then it doesn't get so cold to the extent I have to make use of puffer jackets. So that's a different kind of cold. This is something else. Honestly, I can't wait for summer. So we will have to make use of this very weird situation. I mean, the lighting is great, I think. This feels so good. This feels so good, like the warmth and everything. I feel like the sun is cool and everything, but no, that was a lot. That was too much for me. Okay, so we're trying to adjust and see what works. This doesn't work. I think I might just sit down here instead. So we're going to talk about things that, would I say ways I've changed since coming to Korea? I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but like things I have come to understand, appreciate since coming to Korea. I don't know how to phrase this properly, but I know you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I actually read down everything on this piece of paper. Now, fun fact about this piece of paper. Last semester, at the end of the semester, we had like, it wasn't necessarily a party. I wouldn't call it a party. I wouldn't call it like an end of semester party, but we kind of had an event where, you know, we as a class, we were together and we shared drinks and biscuits and did stuff. And among the stuff we did was a game called the rolling paper game. Now, prior to coming to Korea, I had never heard of this game. And basically, it is where every member of the class has a piece of paper with their name on it. And then this paper goes round to everyone in the class, and everyone writes something good, something nice, something beautiful about the person whose paper it is. So like, my name would be here, Fluffy, and then everyone would write something about Fluffy, or everyone would write something about Fluffy, or they would write something to Fluffy they want her to know. That was really a really good game because everyone has that piece of paper, and I feel like it's something they could always carry with them. I could always carry that paper with me wherever I go and kind of look back to this point in my life and be like, oh, I had these classmates and they say stuff about me. And I remember someone wrote something about me that I found kind of hilarious. The person was like, I have never met anyone as quiet as you. No, it wasn't phrased that way. I think the person was like, you are literally the most quiet person I have ever met in my life. Oh my god. Now, you guys, I feel like most times people just look at me, like people just take one look at me and are like, you're a quiet person. I feel like that's what happens most of the time. And it's almost as if no matter how hard I try, that's what people are always going to say about me, because I deliberately did stuff last semester to kind of put myself out there a bit more, to be more involved in stuff happening, to be more, you know, to be more outgoing. But it's almost as if this person saw right through everything. It kind of also makes me feel bad because it's almost as if all my efforts went to vain. Being quiet is not a bad thing in any way. Life is too short to be just one thing. Fine, I I'm intrinsically quiet. I don't know if that grammar is right, but I'm intrinsically quiet, and I've experienced life. All my life, I've experienced it as a quiet person. All the experiences I've had are based on the fact that I am a quiet person. And I would like to have a new set of experiences. I would like to experience life as an outgoing person, a loud person. I don't think loud is the right word, but I would like to experience life from another point of view. So that was by the way. First of all, I feel like I got better at expressing myself. Like, I have always been the kind of person that you would ask me, how is the weather? And I would be like, oh, the weather is nice today. And it seems like it might rain. And that would be it. And there is nothing wrong with answers like that, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with answers like that, but I came here and I had a roommate, and my roommate was from Bolivia. Sweet human, like she's literally the most beautiful human I have ever encountered in my life. And you would ask her, how is the weather, for instance, and she wouldn't stop at the weather. Like, she would go on to tell you about the day she went to the thrift shop, the new burger place she goes to. She would tell stories and finally land on something entirely different. And I found that kind of interesting, because it makes having conversations with her easy. People feel comfortable having a conversation with you and they just want to keep talking. Although that might not always be the case. Some people want like straight and simple answers, but I've always been like a short, straight, simple answers kind of girl. And I wanted to be something different, so I was like, you know what, I could try to do like this. I feel like for some reason coming here kind of made me talk more, maybe because of my roommates, because we would always have these conversations once in a while. We would always have these conversations and I was forced to, you know, think of stuff to say to keep the conversation going. I feel like I've been practicing and I feel like I could hold longer conversations with people. I'm not there yet. I'm not where I want to be, but I feel like I'm on the road there. So that's a very good thing. So that's one thing. I think I got better at expressing myself. Now the next thing is, I think I might have become a bit more independent. I feel like I might have become a bit more independent. Okay, so now this one is a bit tricky to explain, because it's not like I haven't always been an independent person. I've always been an independent person. Like, I graduated university and I schooled in the southern part of Nigeria, and I literally moved all the way to the northern part of Nigeria for my internship and work all by myself. And I settled into a new society all by myself. But I feel like coming here, I have acquired a different kind of independence. Now let me try to explain what I mean. When it comes to making plans and doing things, I kind of like to do stuff with people. I have tried to do things by myself and succeeded at some of them, but majorly I would say I have always preferred to do stuff with people. Now I like company. Company is good, quite alright, but I'm developing a kind of independence where I make plans for myself and I see through those plans. I follow through with those plans. Like, for instance, when I came here, I knew that going to the gym was something I wanted to do, so I signed up at the gym. I literally couldn't go by myself. I just couldn't bring myself to be seen in public all alone, which doesn't make any sense. So I think at some point I kind of realized that creating individuality is a necessity for me. I have to find my person. I have to discover who I am, and that would only happen if I do certain things. And I think one of them is doing stuff by myself. It took a while, and oh my god, it was so hard. I would be at the door of the gym and I would call my sister, and most times because of the time difference, she would either be at work or she would be busy doing something, and I would call her and I'll be like, oh my god, Joe, I'm at the door of the gym, I don't know what to do, how do I enter inside? And she knows and she would be like, you know, just brace up, take a deep breath, walk inside, and when you get in, call me. and I would be like, okay, let's stay on the phone. And I would walk inside and I would take deep breaths and I would go in, and that was how it was. And now I can say that I'm slowly discovering like my individuality, and I can do things by myself. Now the next thing is of course, Korean language. Now you guys, before coming to this place, before coming to Korea, I didn't know any Korean. Like, I literally didn't know how to say thank you. I did not know how to say goodbye. I did not know how to say hello. I knew nothing. When I tell people I never watched K-dramas before coming here, I feel like they're always surprised. So I came here very unsure about my skills when it comes to language learning. I didn't think it was possible. I thought it would be difficult, like it would be really, really difficult. And don't get me wrong, it was. These past 6 months have been a lot, but I'm very proud of how far I've come when it comes to Korean language. I'm really proud of how far I've come. Like, even though I kind of still struggle to put sentences in my head together, because you know, the language structure is kind of different. When it comes to English, you have verbs in the middle of sentences, but when it comes to Korean, the verbs are at the end. So it's almost as if I have to turn the whole sentence around in my head, and that takes some time. Like, I'm not fluent when it comes to speaking, but you know, given time, I could write properly and I could read, even though I do not understand like all the words and everything, but I could kind of make sense of some things. You know, when I first came here, I had this fear of getting lost and then not knowing how to go about things, but now I could go places by myself, and even if I get lost, I could put 2 and 2 together and ask people for help. So that's another way I've grown. I sometimes when I read Korean or I write an essay or something like that, I look at the characters and I'm like, wait, is this me? Like, did I really write this? Those are the 3 things I could think of. I'm sure, you know, many other things have changed about me. I'm sure there's some changes I haven't yet fully recognized. Yeah. But these are the 3 most important ones. I wouldn't want to call them most important ones, but like, these are the ones I was like quick to spot. So now I'm going to the cafe. I have to edit the video and move on with life. Okay.